So, finally, after minutes and minutes of deep research and employing the most hardcore statistical methods you will ever know, here are my Premier League definitive predictions for the 26-27 season. Let's go! In 20th place, I've got Hull, and I know what you're thinking, oh, how predictable. Yes, I know, they've got the shittiest squad in the league, but I haven't put them there for that reason. I've done some research, and I found out that Hull City shirts are made by someone called Auction Sports. And Auction Sports primarily make rugby league shirts, and the last time a Premier League club had their shirts made by a brand who primarily make rugby league shirts was Portsmouth in 2009-2010. And they came 20th. In 19th place, I've got Newcastle. Because what happens when you sell your best players and don't replace them adequately? You can finish 19th like Wolves last season. In 18th place, I've got Brentford. And why have I got them in the relegation zone? Well, Brentford came up in the 21-22 season. This is their 5th season in the Premier League. But bees never survive beyond 5 years. So sorry, Brentford, this is a season you don't survive the Premier League. In 17th place, I got Tottenham. Probably the easiest one, actually, because where did they finish the season before last? 17th. Where did they finish last season? 17th. Where are they going to finish this season? 17th, obviously. In 16th place, I've got Bournemouth, and you might think I'm putting them quite far down the table because they've got a new manager and a tricky European campaign to deal with. But no, I'm putting them there because what happens to your season when one of your players is talking to minors online? Well, this happened in the 2015-2016 season with Sunderland, with Adam Johnson. And how many points did they get? 39 points with a minus 14 goal difference, which would have been enough for 16th last season. In 15th place, I've got Everton. Why have I put them in 15th? Because Toffees, the best temperature to keep them at is 15 degrees according to ChatGPT. In 14th place, I've got Crystal Palace because their manager is 5'9" and 5 and 9 is 14. Boom! In 13th place, I've got Chelsea, because what happens when OAPs are your two major signings? Well, look at West Ham in 2017-2018. They signed a 36-year-old Patrice Evra and finished 13th. In 12th place, I've got Coventry, and yes, they're going to survive, and they're going to survive comfortably, because if you look at Frank Lampard's previous finishes, and you divide them by the number of seasons he was in charge, you will find his average Premier League finish is 12th, so why can't he do it with Coventry? In 11th position, I've got Aston Villa. Why have I got them in 11th? Because the last time Aston Villa had a wonder kid from their academy, that was Jack Grealish in 2020-2021. And this season, they've got a wonder kid again, Brian Maggio. And in 10th place, I've got Leeds United. And why am I putting them there? Because they've made some savvy signings and they've just signed England's next number one? No, I'm putting them there because it'll be the 40th anniversary of them finishing 10th. They finished 10th in the 1976-1977 season, and if they finish 10th again, this will be the 40th anniversary of them doing so. Plus, they've never finished 10th in the Premier League, so it's about time they finished 10th. In 9th place, I've got Nottingham Forest. And why have I got them in 9th? Because I was looking at their squad and they haven't got a number 9. So I was like, wait, that's like a sign. They're going to finish 9th, of course. In 8th place, I've got Sunderland. And why have I got them in Sunderland? Well, it's pretty obvious, because Black Cats have 9 lives, and last season they used a life, so 9 minus 1 is 8, of course. In 7th place, I've got Fulham. And this is because I've got a huge amount of confidence in Arbeloa's managerial capacity? No, it's because when he came to the Premier League in 2009-2010 with Liverpool, he finished 7th. Let's see if he can repeat the trick with Fulham as a manager in 2026-2027. In 6th place, I've got Liverpool, because they've lost their talisman, Mohamed Salah. And what happens to Liverpool when they lose their talisman player? Like in 2014-2015 season when they lost Gerrard? Well, they finished 6th. In 5th place, I've got Arsenal, because what happens when you sign Newcastle's best player? Well, look at Liverpool last season. They signed Alexander Isak and they came 5th. This season, Arsenal have signed Bruno Guimaraes, so I'm predicting them to come 5th. In 4th place, I've got Ipswich. Extremely surprising, right? Or is it? You know, Sunderland did qualify for the Europa League last season as a newly promoted team. But anyway, what is my reason for predicting this? Well, the last time a team signed someone called Emerson, where did they finish? This was in the 2021-2022 season when Tottenham signed Emerson Royal from Barcelona and they finished 4th. Third place, Manchester United. This is quite an obvious one because what happens with Manchester United when they appoint a former player legend on a permanent basis in the second season? They finish 3rd like they did under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in the 1920 season. Second place, Brighton. Maybe even a bigger surprise than my 4th place prediction for Ipswich. But why am I predicting Brighton to come second? Well, it's all down to their manager, Fabio Hürzeler. He's having a hair transplant. And what happens to teams whose managers get a hair transplant? Well, look at Jurgen Klopp in 2012-2013 with Borussia Dortmund. They finished second. In first place, I'm predicting Manchester City. And why am I predicting Manchester City? They've lost Rodri, but they've done something amazingly intelligent. They've appointed a second ball manager in a row. And what happens when you appoint a second bold manager in a row? Well, look at Ajax when they appointed a second bold manager after Marcel Kaiser. They finished 1st.